Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. I'm going to start this new year out hot. Started out right with a brand new episode. Fuego TV, TYTV, American Union Podcast, whatever the fuck you want to call it. All right, let's go. For the first episode, I had an idea. I figured I'd say, why is America the greatest country in the world? Maybe that would be the title, something like that, right? But so I debated ChatGPT because I ain't got no damn friends, right? So you go ahead and you debate the AI. First off, I wanted to establish that whether or not ChatGPT thinks the United States of America is the greatest country in the world or not. Once I established that ChatGPT believes Norway is the greatest country in the world, then I was able to proceed with this idea. So instead of reading a bunch of shit, I'm just going to go ahead and paraphrase it to you, and you can just trust me, bro. Anyway, the ChatGPT basically was saying that the life expectancy of the average person is about 4 years longer, and that the healthcare and stuff like that is better, right? But the population of the United States is like fucking 100 times more than Norway, right? So that could explain the discrepancy in the healthcare average satisfaction to the general population, or whatever, however you want to word that, right? You know what I mean? But the life expectancy thing, man, I don't really know what you would attribute that to. I mean, there's a lot of fat people in America because you got access to such shit food all over the place, right? So, you know, that's a good possibility. America the people eat a lot of food, you get fat, you die. At an average of 4 years quicker than the average person in Norway. It could be just as simple as that. It could also be that there's, pressure and different social situations you can get into that could cause a premature death, such as like if people are if you live in the Midwest and you're trying to like get to California to be like a Hollywood movie star or some shit like that, I could see how that could, like get hitchhiking all the way there or something like that. You could get hit by a car, get kidnapped, or something bad happen to you, right? So, Norway, I don't think anybody does that. You probably just live in the little village or whatever the fuck town you live in, and then that's your life. Unless you got ambition, then you go to America and then you go make something great. That's the core of my argument of why America is the greatest country of all time. Not because specifically we had a lot of immigration from Norway, but rather because we accepted with open arms every single ethnic group in the world, right? So you had the best of all different flocks of life coming to one spot in America for what used to be called the land of opportunity to pursue the American dream. Now, that doesn't mean that all the greatest Chinese people came to the United States, but most of them did. If they were trying to escape the communist state, trying to seize their property and resources and assets and then distribute it to the peasants and the revolutionists that were supporting this revolutionary government, being the Chinese Communist Party or the Soviet Union, even being an earlier example. But it's not just the Chinese people or the Soviets or the Russians or whatever you want to call them. It's people from India. It's people from Africa. It's people from the Middle East. It's people from Europe. It's people from Ireland. It's people from all over the place, even Norway, Latin America. It's all these different people, the most ambitious ones that want to escape corrupt government. They come here because, that's what the United States is founded on, not wanting to be exploited by the government to pay absurd taxes You know, that's what makes America the greatest country of all time, because if you look at a news broadcast from any country in the world other than the United States, you know exactly what ethnic group you're going to get on the television. If you go watch the Chinese news, you got Chinese people on the news. If you go watch news of any country in Africa, you got black people doing the news, at least from what I see. Now, you might have some countries that are the exception to this, and they're like, that's fine, right? But generally speaking, nobody has accepted with open arms different ethnic groups to the extent that the United States has done. And maybe they would if they had the opportunity, right? But because the corrupt governments of these different countries all throughout the world, besides the United States, that's why the great people of all these different ethnic groups aspire to come to America. Now, that doesn't mean America's perfect, though, just to be clear. We have our own share of corruption, too, which leads directly into my second point, which is, if it wasn't for Joe Biden doing what he did to purposely prevent Texas and these other states that are on the border from protecting their borders from illegal entry of God only knows who or what kind of people are coming in, right? I mean, I've spoken with several people who have came into the United States legally. They had no problem doing it, and it wasn't during the Joe Biden administration either when they came. Seems like Joe Biden only let criminals in. I really don't know. I've never met anybody who came in during Joe Biden's presidency that was a good person at all. But you constantly see all over the place people who came in during Joe Biden's presidency who are getting deported and are getting arrested for doing crazy shit that no regular American would do. Or the people who come to America that aspire to gain citizenship and then assimilate into the country. Those people are also Americans, right? It doesn't matter where you come from. You can be an American just by what you do, how you conduct yourself, and what you aspire to achieve. That's what makes you an American, not whether or not you were born here. And that's what makes America the greatest country in the world. That's why our population is higher, and that's why people from all over the world want to come here. Just to be clear, I did not say we got the biggest population in the world, but people from all over the world, they come here. They don't go to China. People don't leave France to go live in China. They leave all over the place to come here, to America. Why? Because we're the best. Anyway, thanks everybody. Happy New Year's. Oh, and FJB.